Here we are, my friends. Best day of our lives. Quick story time for you. This story is going to be, well, first of all, quick encouragement to you. Get yourself out into the woods. Find some nature, or the ocean, or a river, or a lake, or a stream, or a mountain. I don't know, wherever. But take your shoes off and get grounded. Feel the vibrancy, that frequency of the earth resonance coming up into your feet and filling you with energy. Here's the story though. It's about my life, but it could just as easily be about yours. Because it goes a little something like this. You were born with some vibrant energy, some dreams, some passions, desires, and you lived them out fully for a little while. That's what I did. Overjoyed to be a part of this beautiful dance of life. Then something happens. Whatever that thing might be for you or for me, it's kind of irrelevant. Could have been indoctrination, could have been getting, I don't know, hurt, traumatized, anything like that. And we learn how to distance ourselves, how to suppress that which is most vibrant in us. Distancing ourselves from our heart, from our very essence. And then we learned kind of how to mimic what other people are doing. Just kind of fit in. Because we know that if we're like most others, at least we won't be ridiculed much or pointed out much, fingered, much. At least we can kind of skate through a little bit undetected. At least that hurt, that harm that we feel in our heart, at least we can distance ourselves from that. But in doing so, what we do is distance ourselves. We cut ourselves off from that which is most meaningful in our lives, and that is connection to our purpose. And so we find a way, just kind of muddle through, just make it by, right? Just kind of eke it along. Thinking maybe someday I'll find a way somehow to step back into a life that I'm truly fulfilled with, thrilled by. But does it ever happen? If we rely on some circumstance to come in our lives? It doesn't. No, it does not. So the story goes like this. You grow up, you're vibrant. You get knocked down a few times, punched in the nose, kicked in the ribs, and you decide, hey, I'm not gonna stand out too much. I'm gonna play it safe on the sidelines here. It's easier to point out how those fellas on the field, how they're screwing up, ridicule and laugh at them, along with the rest of the crowd. But guess what? Then comes a day. Then comes a day like today, when you get hit with some inspiration, and you are delivered an invitation to step back into that most vibrant life. And this is that invitation. This is the day you've been waiting for. This is the call to action that you've been longing to hear deep down in your heart. And I'm here to tell you, I'm just a voice. None of this information is mine. This just comes through a lot of study and a lot of difficulty, right? Trying different things. How am I gonna make this thing work? How do I find fulfillment and joy and happiness, peace, tranquility, and love in my life? How can I be thrilled with every day? How do I live an adventure? How does it work? How do I do it? Well, my friends, I did this. I did this quest. I've been on a relentless pursuit of this quest. And guess what? I've actually made enormous leaps in the direction I want to go. I'm living the life of my dreams in reality right now. As I'm talking to you, walking barefoot in the rain through the forest, loving life every day. But what I want you to know something. Just recently, I came in contact with some information, and I finally know how I did it. See, in years past, people would approach me and they say, man, I love your videos, man, I love what you're doing, love what you're talking about, can you help me? And I would go, no, all I've got is what I've already given you. because I didn't know how I did what I was doing. But guess what? I found somebody that did spend 60 years of his life figuring out what is the catalyst that causes people to go from knowledge to action. What is that catalyzing event where you go from knowing something to doing it? And now I know it myself. And now I want to share it with you. And I'm so enthused. I'm so excited. I've never been more excited in my life to share something. And see, I know the power firsthand from my own experience of this body of knowledge, this understanding. But I've never known how to actually teach it, how to show somebody how they could do it too. It was just kind of like ethereal. Go live your dreams! The cliche slogan, right? But now I know. Now I know! And I want to share it with you. So if this calls to you, if this speaks to you somewhere down deep inside, where you know that you got more, you know you want to give more, you know you want to receive more, flow more, be vibrant with every expression of life you got, hit me up. It's time. The time is now. No more delay, no more wait. In fact, I gotta apologize to you guys for perhaps, like, I don't know, throwing this amazing idea out to you and then not delivering to you the means by which you can access it yourself. But I'm gonna make up for it. I'm making up for it because I'm throwing down big time. I'm giving all I got to this. Now is the quest of my life, to transfer what it is that I've learned to anybody else that wants to learn it themselves and wants to step into a life that they are truly inspired with every single day, every single moment. That's what I have to give. And if that resounds, if that resonates inside somewhere, let's have a chat and let's do it now. Don't keep scrolling and don't find another channel to click on and don't go to the next task or don't go fold your laundry. Your underpants are gonna be just fine, wrinkled up on the floor. Guess what? This is your life. This is your life. Let's throw down. Come on. All right? So today's the day you've been waiting for. This is the invitation that you've been longing to receive. And right now is the time. It's the only time you get, right? Because guess what happens? You click off of this little clip right here and you find a million distractions. Everybody does. Nobody is at a loss for distraction in this world right now. But guess what you got? You got a choice. You get to make a decision right now. This decision is going to impact the rest of your life. You think that it's trivial. You think that it doesn't make much difference. This chap talking about some live your dreams stuff, walking through the woods. What a nut job. Well, maybe so, but I guarantee you this. You keep on. If you do the same things you were doing yesterday, you're going to live tomorrow the same way you're living today. But if you want to live something radically different, something you're thrilled with, then you make a different choice today. Maybe you quit scrolling and you put some attention into this, because thereby dictates your life. What you pour your attention into, what you spend your time on and pay your attention to, that is the life you're purchasing for yourself. And it compounds upon itself every day, every moment that transpires, every decision that you make. Boom, boom, building your life. Building your life. You want to build it with whatever the Kardashians are doing or whatever the nonsense is going on the TV, or worse yet, all the fear out there these days? Hell no. What you want is heaven. Heaven on earth every day of your life, and you can have it. And I want to help you find it. I don't know what your dreams are. Of course, I couldn't possibly. But you can access them. You can have them. I know it for a fact, because I've done it unknowingly how, but there's a wise man, a very wise man that I've partnered up with. I'm so thrilled to have his guidance and mentorship in my life. And I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you? I'm ready. Because I believe in you. Do you? If you believe in yourself and if you are ready, then now's the time. No more delay. Let's do this thing. I see you. I love you. You are worthy. You are valuable. And you can do this. And you don't need to wait. You don't need to go find another tool to be able to make this happen. You've got everything you need right inside, right now. Right now is the time. So, with that said, come on with me. Let's do some hiking. Let's do some free flowing. Let's do some love and life together. Because once you get a taste of this, a little tiny taste, you'll never go back. You can't go back to that humdrum, mundane life, living somebody else's, construct of how your life should be. There's plenty of well-intentioned people probably in your life, and I know there was in my life, that were indicating, this is the way life goes, you gotta do it this way or that. And because of such deep love that we have for these people in our lives, we literally discard that which is most meaningful to us individually, our hearts. This is my story, like I tell you, but it could maybe match up in just the slightest degree to your story. And if that's the case, then we gotta chat, because we got some work to do, but it's fun. In fact, let's not even call it work. Let's call it play. Let's get to playing on your life. Let's reconstruct it right now. Let's do it. And you will be blown away at the quickness, how rapidly your life will transform into something that you are absolutely ecstatic about, enthused, entheos, like in that flow. We're like, it's like God presence in your life, and you're loving it, and you're living it, and you're vibrant, and you're excited, and you're full of joy every day. And that literally, my friends, it changes the world, because it changes you, which changes your family, your friends, everybody around you. And when all these things change and you start changing intrinsically inside, it changes your behavior. And guess what happens? When you change your behavior, everything changes. Your results change. So if the results you're getting right now are the results that you actually really want for your life, then all you got to do is change your mindset with a committed decision. A committed decision. And once you do that, it's already done. There's only 2 questions you ever need to ask yourself, ever, in regard to your dreams, what you want to do. First one is, are you able? You ask yourself, am I able? And the answer to that, obviously, of course, if you look to the only 2 sources that we could possibly look to that has any valuable information on this is theology, spirituality, and science. Both of which indicate to us, with no question whatsoever, that you have infinite potential. Hey, are you able? Absolutely you're able. You are more than capable. That's absolutely certain. And once you get that hammered out, what's the second one? The only other thing you got to ask yourself ever again in regard to pursuing that which is most meaningful in your life, on your heart, is, am I willing? Ask yourself, am I willing? And if you really know that without question, do or die, I will do this thing or I will die trying, then it is already done. Nothing further needs to be added to that equation. There's 2 things. Are you able? And of course you are. Are you willing? I can't answer that for you. You got to answer that. But if you answer yes to that, then it's already done. And then maybe all you need is a little bit of a roadmap, a little bit of maybe a little guidance, and that's it. And I'm happy to help you out with that. It's exciting times in the midst of all the fear that's spinning about in the world, all the uncertainty and the chaos and the inherent bickering back and forth between people on opposing sides. You can be immune to such things. Immune to fear. Whew, there's a gem of a little book you might want to check out someday. It's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And in there, on the chapter of decision, chapter 8, it says that there was some men. He's just referencing men in this case. It doesn't matter. That's irrelevant who he's talking about. But they were immune to fear and blind to the possibility of failure. That, my friends, can be you. Without question, no denying it. That can be you. If that represents somebody very foreign to your way of thinking right now, that does not matter. Today, that can all change. Right now, it can change. Whew. Feeling inspired right now. loving this life, and loving you. Let's let's keep this conversation going. I am very much looking forward to it. I'll talk to you soon.